A computer is a complex electronic device that consists of many hardware components working together to perform various tasks. Each component plays an important role in the overall functioning of the computer. Here's a detailed explanation of the hardware components of a computer. Motherboard. The motherboard is a large printed circuit board that connects and controls all the other components of the computer. It has various slots and sockets for adding and connecting components, such as the CPU, RAM, expansion cards, and storage devices. The motherboard also contains the chipset, which manages data flow between the CPU and other components. Central Processing Unit, CPU. The CPU is the primary component responsible for executing instructions and performing calculations in a computer. It is often referred to as the brain of the computer. The CPU consists of a control unit, arithmetic and logic unit, and a cache memory. It processes instructions in a specific order known as the instruction pipeline. Random Access Memory, RAM. RAM is a volatile memory that temporarily stores data and instructions needed by the CPU for quick access. RAM can be accessed more quickly than other types of storage such as hard drives or solid-state drives, SSDs. The amount of RAM installed in a computer determines how many programs and applications can be run simultaneously, and how quickly they will run. Hard disk drive, HDD, or solid-state drive, SSD. The hard disk drive, HDD, and solid-state drive, SSD, are types of non-volatile storage devices that hold all of the data and programs on a computer. The HDD uses spinning disks to store data magnetically, while the SSD uses flash memory chips to store data electronically. The hard disk drive is slower than the solid-state drive but provides more storage capacity at a lower cost. Power Supply Unit, PSU. The Power Supply Unit, PSU, is responsible for providing power to all of the components of the computer. It converts the AC power from the wall outlet into DC power that the computer can use. The wattage of the PSU determines how much power it can supply to the components of the computer. Graphics Processing Unit, GPU. The Graphics Processing Unit, GPU, is responsible for rendering and processing graphics. It is essential for running high-performance applications such as video games, video editing software, and 3D modeling software. The GPU can be integrated into the CPU or added separately as an expansion card. Sound card. The sound card is responsible for processing and outputting audio. It converts digital audio signals into analog signals that can be played through speakers or headphones. Some motherboards have built-in sound cards, while others require a separate expansion card. Optical drive. The optical drive is a device that reads and writes CDs, DVDs, and Blu-ray discs. It is becoming less common as more software and media are distributed through the internet. Many modern computers do not come with an optical drive. Input devices. Input devices are used to interact with the computer. The keyboard, mouse, touchpad, and other pointing devices are examples of input devices. The keyboard is used for typing text, while the mouse and touchpad are used for pointing and clicking on objects on the screen. Output devices. Output devices are used to display the output from the computer. The monitor is the primary output device, while speakers or headphones are used for audio output. Printers and projectors are other examples of output devices. Cooling system. The cooling system is responsible for maintaining the temperature of the computer components within a safe operating range. It includes fans, heat sinks, and liquid cooling systems. The heat sink is a component that attaches to the CPU or GPU to dissipate heat. Fans are used to circulate air to cool the components, while liquid cooling systems use water or coolant to transfer heat away from the components. Overall, understanding the various hardware components of a computer is essential for maintaining, upgrading, and optimizing the performance of your computer. By knowing how each component works and interacts with the others, you can troubleshoot and fix issues, as well as make informed decisions when purchasing new hardware. It's also worth noting that computer hardware is constantly evolving, and new components are released regularly. Therefore, keeping up to date with the latest hardware developments and technologies is important for staying on top of your computer's performance. In summary, the major hardware components of a computer include the motherboard, CPU, RAM, storage devices, power supply unit, GPU, sound card, optical drive, input and output devices, and cooling system. Each component plays a crucial role in the functionality and performance of the computer. Understanding these components is essential for maintaining, upgrading, and optimizing your computer.